Thanks for watching Afternoon Live. Our next guest was at the top of his game as a fitness influencer in Los Angeles when a motorcycle accident nearly cost him his life. His recovery is nothing short of a miracle. He joins us now with a look at his new book, Rebuilding Adam. We welcome Adam Elnekaveh. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
So let's go back in time to before the accident. Tell me about your life. You were really pursuing fitness influencer as your career at that point.
Yeah, I had a bunch of followers and people supporting me and training others in groups and people, and I love fitness so much that in the end I started to develop my own fitness app that it kind of interconnected people when they go to the gym. There's like a GPS driven around it, and that whole platform was set to launch in the start of July, and then May I went on a trip with my best friend to Thailand. We wanted to celebrate our new chapters in life, graduating college and taking on that next chapter. And then one moment I just had a motorcycle accident, and then my whole world just flipped upside down.
Everything changed. This is back in 2018 that this happened?
2018, yes.
So the crash was, I mean, so horrific. The doctors didn't think you were even going to survive at a certain point.
Yeah, they told my parents that I'd remain in a vegetative state, I'd be paralyzed, I'd be unable to speak, hospice, the whole 9 yards.
So you obviously fought through, and how did you get back to the U.S.? Would you have to be transported somehow?
Yeah, we contacted the medical insurance provider for us, and they sent over a plane because my parents I was in a coma for 10 days.
Yeah.
So my parents were begging for them to send me transport to America where there's proper medicinal care. So they ended up sending an airplane, but with no proper ventilated oxygen in it, and I was still in a coma at that point. And so we elevated, and once we got up to the certain level of the flight, my heart started racing rapidly. So we had to make an emergency stop in Taiwan.
Wow.
So we went from Thailand to Taiwan, and the airplane landing was so extravagantly unanticipated that as we got off the airplane to the hospital, to the nearest hospital, my parents saw the wheel off the airplane had popped off.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
What a series of events. And your parents, I mean, your whole family is literally fighting for your life this entire time. So you do get back to the U.S., you get proper medical care. Yeah, after all that, what a journey. Do you have any memory of the early days of coming out of the coma?
You know, my real memories started coming back to me since that collision. It took about 3.5 months.
Wow.
I was blank.
Where you just have that part of your life is missing.
Yeah, the first 20% of my written story are sources that are coming from my parents, my best friend, my aunts, my uncles. So they're basically telling the beginning of my story upon the collision.
How beautiful that they all can contribute in this way, and then you've put it all together in a book now.
Exactly.
Where you literally are starting from scratch, relearning every bodily function that there is. What was that like to kind of realize? Could you understand in your own mind what was going on at that point?
You know, there's a word in my book that I just keep using over and over again. It's dreamlike state. And I was consistently in a dreamlike state because I used to be this big, strong bodybuilder that was the strongest in the gym, any gym that I went to. And then when I come back, I have one arm that's set to be paralyzed, a leg set to be paralyzed. I'm wearing a helmet at the gym now to protect my skull that was broken. I needed a wheelchair, a cane to assist me. The very first day back, the front desk at the gym said to my mom that carried me to the gym, "Are you sure he's gonna be okay at the gym?" They said this about me once lifting 140-pound dumbbells.
Right.
They're saying, "Is he gonna be okay?" You know, so like my whole world flipped upside down.
A totally different person.
Absolutely, a whole different life.
So you, I mean, obviously put so much effort into physical therapy to get you to this point that you're at now. What is the mental journey like going through all of that?
The mental journey is developed through different types of emotions. The biggest one is doubt, and then frustration, and then just being surprised. I couldn't believe, because I'd never been in an injury before. I never broken an arm, a leg, never had any issue, had stitches. And here I am with a broken skull, and all this new chapter, an entirely new life, just been catapulted me to a whole new journey. And that's why I wrote this story, because I wanted to tell people, no matter what challenges you have in life, if it's an injury or medicinal or family oriented or relationships or anything, my biggest voice to say to them is to never give up on yourself. Always try, because you only get one life, and you have to push yourself to achieve whatever you may possibly achieve.
Yeah, you're a great example of overcoming just about anything, literally. Tell me about the beginnings of the book, where you were just basically journaling. That was kind of the starting point of all this?
Yeah, my very first day at the rehab center that I was going to for about a year, my OT counselor said to me, you know, you may suffer memory issues the rest of your life. You should start journaling to help you memorize, you know, different tasks in your life, do your friends' names, your parents, your whatever you had to do, eating, sleeping, whatever. Just write down whatever your thoughts are and let it develop. In my very first entry that's in this book, it says, I miss the old me. Because that was the only thing at the moment, my first entry, was that I can think of. Just my old self, my old bodybuilding self that was conquering the world.
Right.
You know?
Let's talk more about your family that's helped you through all this. I know your mom is a big deal to you. Look at this amazing photo of you guys. What is your bond like now? I imagine it's just totally unstoppable.
You know, when people grow up, they usually have the motivation to be a success, whether it's financial or just freedom to travel and living the dreams of their lives. After my injury, in witnessing what my mother and my father and my sister and my friends did for me, now my goal in life is coupled with not only for my own self, but for them. I want to show them as a thank you, because you took care of me and insisted for me to recover. Let me show you what I'm capable of to recover for you and to help pursue and show you, and also anyone else in life that want to recover and gain certain aspects in their lives, show them that it's possible and prosper that way.
And a great example to inspire so many other people. Hey, we're so glad that you found some time to spend with us today. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
The book again is Rebuilding Adam, and we'll have more information on our website at katu.com.